Hey everyone, we are being governed by a megalomaniac, warmongering, decaying hippo. Fun times, honestly. Fun times.
I'll miss doing first drafts where I show the final draft of a greeting card and then show the playfully wrong first draft. So we made one for tonight. This one's pretty nice. This isn't goodbye, it's see you later. Yes.
A few moments later.
Final broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this even real life anymore? We got our president producing AI slop of him throwing comedians into trash bins. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do that, might as well toss in the big toe. Toss in Joe Rogan. Weighs like 12 pounds. Boom. Boop. It's gonna make that sound too. You got a plethora of Rob Schneider. Oh my God. I'll help you. This will be a bipartisan toss, damn it. Also, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't he have a wedding to attend? He's missing out his son's wedding so that he can instead fart out AI slop of him tossing comedians into trash. This is where we're at right now, dude.
You may have heard the news. Last week, we learned that The Late Show will be ending in May. And thank you. I want to thank everybody who reached out to me over the weekend. People have been speculating about the timing of this decision from Paramount, and they're pointing out the last Monday, just 2 days before my cancellation, I delivered a blistering monologue in which I showed the courage to have a mustache. I mean, obviously, CBS saw my upper lip and boom, cancel.
Colbert has no talent. I mean, I could take anybody here. I could go outside on the beautiful streets and pick up a couple of people that do just as well or better. They get higher ratings than he did. He's got no talent. Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going.
I don't have any fear of the administration doing anything to me. I mean, how silly would it be? How silly would it be? I mean, listen, my present situation aside, like the ending of the show aside, which people can speculate all they want, and I can't argue with their speculations, but we're clowns. How much does it diminish the office of the presidency to even notice what we say?
Anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about Stephen Colbert and Donald Trump. I think Colbert absolutely embarrassed Donald Trump. It doesn't take much, if you think about it. In retrospect, it doesn't take much to embarrass this decaying hippo. But he was up to the task, and he did it. Without even words, with actions. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys everything. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. So here's some context regarding their overall feud.
Last July, after he criticized CBS's parent company Paramount for agreeing to pay $16 million to settle a $20 billion lawsuit brought by President Trump. The settlement came as Paramount was seeking the Trump FCC, that's the Federal Communications approval, for a merger with Skydance.
This kind of complicated financial settlement with a sitting government official has a technical name in legal circles. It's big fat bribe. Because this all comes as Paramount's owners are trying to get the Trump administration to approve the sale of our network to a new owner, Skydance.
So yeah, Colbert was actually one of the most visible Trump TV critics over the years. And like how it was stated in that earlier clip, CBS's parent company, Paramount Global, was reportedly dealing with government and regulatory matters connected to the Trump admin. As we saw, shortly before the cancellation, Colbert criticized Paramount live on air over a settlement involving Trump, which resulted in some journalists, politicians, media critics believing that large corporations may try to avoid a conflict with powerful political figures, especially presidents.
Another thing that doesn't look great, in 1993, Trump reportedly hosted a party at Mar-a-Lago for young women in a so-called calendar girl competition, and Epstein was the only other guest. Okay. That's not right. If there's only one person invited, that's not a party. That's an appointment for something.
We all know the main reason why Colbert got the boot. But CBS is over here trying to frame it as the declining late night TV audience, shrinking audiences, and the high production costs of the network studio. But let's just face it, It's 2026. Who's watching late night? No one in my generation is watching late night as much, especially as much in the Johnny Carson days. It's over. It's cooked. We're either all watching YouTube or we are on YouTube, damn it. You know, we're either live on streams or we're freaking shaking our ass to get donations live on streams. It's one or the other. Anyways, Trump sycophants and Trump meat writers tried to attack Colbert, basically stating he had less ratings than the Letterman finale, Carson's finale, which factually speaking is correct, but I think these are two different eras. I mean, three different eras. Carson, I mean, he did this back when, you know, late night ruled the entire world. Letterman was towards the end age or the latter stages of the late night careers, and Colbert was actually post late night era. I do want to point this out. Colbert has actually blown out the White House regarding views on YouTube like the past week and in general. But look at this. Colbert has been averaging 1 million views per video. Obviously, with all the hype going on regarding the cancellation of the show, people are tuning in. But look at the White House. Look at the White House and their numbers. What the heck? Bro, these are my numbers. These are my numbers. This is like not even comparable. A kid from Maryland with adult asthma and terminal anxiety is outperforming the leader of the free world on YouTube. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Anyways, Colbert had a beetle. He had a beetle on his last show. You can't top that. Yo, what the fuck? Who's gonna Trump? We're gonna roll out Ringo Starr? No, you're not. You're cooked. Yeah, it's Beetle 1. You're Beatleless. Colbert wins with this one. You got a beetle, and also you got this.
Stephen, I'm here in support tonight for Stephen because you're the first guy in America who's lost his show because we got a president who can't take a joke. and because Larry and David Ellison feel they need to kiss his ass to get what they want. So these are... Anyway, Stephen, these are small-minded people. They got no idea what the freedoms of this beautiful country are supposed to be about. This is for you.
This is why they call him the boss. Much respect to the boss. He had Paul McCartney and Bruce Springsteen. You can't top that. You can't top that. What's he gonna do? Trot out fucking Kid Rock? What the fuck's Kid Rock gonna do with his fucking flamboyant hair?
The fake news media, and President Trump is winning. Look at the results so far. PBS defunded, NPR defunded, Joy Reid gone from MSNBC, Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd gone, Jim Acosta gone, John Dickerson gone, Colbert is leaving, CBS is under new ownership, and soon enough CNN is going to have new ownership as well. So we're not...
That was Brandon Carr, chairman of the FCC. Sycophantic, vile demon. You see, like, you look around, this is what it is. You know, you see sycophants just all plotted around the orange man. It's all by design, you know, making them all take loyalty pledges. All by design. It was reported they were doing this months in advance of the Iran war. They knew what was happening. They needed the loyalty pledge.
He truly, I think, has the worst case of TDS we've ever seen, ever known to man. I mean, that's saying something. Who got Colbert? This is, oh my God, this is actually the most ridiculous thing. None of us watches Colbert, obviously. The timing and optics, he says, are terrible for the Colbert cancellation. Not true, not true, not true. The timing and optics are perfect. Only leftists think that the timing and optics are terrible because they think somehow this was retaliatory because Stephen Colbert was ripping on CBS for entering into that $16 million settlement with Donald Trump, who was suing them over the 60 Minutes Kamala Harris interview and the edited clips, claiming it was a deceptive practice under Texas law.
Look how she's going to bat for Trump. Even though, like, the past 2-3 months, she's been out here criticizing the Iran war. She's been saying, I didn't vote for this. I didn't know this would happen. I didn't vote. Look at her. She's an empty, brain-dead worm. She has no morals, values. She has no religion. You know, she knows what her base wants. She's trying to satisfy her base. But it's these type of people with large amounts of influence Anyways, shout out to Colbert. I actually don't really like, watch him. I mean, I watch him in a Daily Show, here and there with Jon Stewart. Those are the glory days. But glory days, Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. But yeah, I think here in this right here, I mean, it doesn't take much to embarrass Trump, but I think he did a successful job here. It sucks, dude. We're in a day and age where we got late night TV hosts being threatened, being kicked off, getting the boot, all because a president can't take a fucking joke. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video, peace, y'all.